To me, Billy, money is just oxygen. If you empty this room of air, all I'm thinking about is getting some air. When there's enough air in the room, I forget about it and I go into my creativity. I can live creatively instead of contracted when there's enough. I don't think about money other than when there's not enough. And as far as what you said, you can't help somebody if you don't have the resources. For those of you listening that might poo-poo it, giving your time is much more important than giving money. It could be, depending on what the situation is. Giving someone attention can obviously do a lot more than throwing money at a problem. But if you're behind on your bills and you need to work extra and can't get away to go give someone the attention, we still have a little bit of a problem. What Billy said is money gives a little bit of freedom. And it's funny, Billy, because I was on a phone call with a dear friend of mine's son just before this show. And he was having some struggle about money and the spirituality of it, love of money versus doing the right thing. He's just in that place in his life. And I let him know that I personally don't ever care about money. All I ever care about is what I'm trying to get done and what I can get done with money. I have a son that, of course, I love. He's 21 years old. His name is Max. He didn't walk or speak until he was 5 years old. He's got mild cerebral palsy, got mild autism. He's doing great now. But what I just told this fella on the phone call, because he was having a struggle about, is it okay to make money? Probably coming from that programming that you're talking about from something in his past. I let him know that one reason that I love money is that between my son's age of 1 and 11, so in that 10-year span, I know because it's on my taxes, I wrote it up, I spent about $435,000 out of pocket on medical. And I was able to say, and he's doing terrific. This is not a sob story. But what was beautiful is anything that my wife at the time or his mother came up with that could be an interesting therapy for him that was outside of insurance or unorthodox, or the immunologist in Hawaii or the TheraSuit from Poland or the whatever we did, or hyperbaric chamber, was all about, let's try it. Let's try it. That's $12,000. Let's try it. That's $5,000. Let's try it. And the ranges on my, because again, it was on my income tax, were between 18 on the lightest year and 55,000 on the heaviest year for 10 years. If somebody would have told me that at the beginning, like, here's what you're going to undertake over the next 10 years, I don't know that I could have pictured getting it done. But somehow every year we saw what we needed. And luckily for me, I've always been in a sales business. So I've been able to impact my income by either learning more or working more, but at least I can impact it. And I was able to do something about it. Last year, I had a new baby. There was a little bit of medical there with the pregnancy. I like to feed my kids organic food. I've studied and seen what that can do for the health of the kids. So what you want to do with your money, and take care of some charities, etc. But what you want to do with your money is what it's about, what you can use it for as a tool. Now, what is it I wasn't supposed to let you not talk about or not forget to talk about?
Self-talk. I'm not going to forget about that, because I'm going to give you an example of a couple of things. Number one, a book and what I learned in that book, and it is referring to self-talk. But I want to talk about that money thing again, and people who say, your time's more important. Well, you can have more time if you have more money, because there's only a certain, there's only a few ways that you can make money. You can work for your money by trading your time for money. You can work for, you can have a few other people work for you in the small business that's trading their time for your money. You can have a big business where hundreds of people are trading their time for your money. Or if you get enough money, you can let your money work for you. And then you have all the time that you can go and spend helping all the charities and all the people you want to help with your time. But you can do way more the more money you have. The more money you have, the more things, the more freedom and the more time you have. So money is an absolute wonderful thing. I'll stop there. So, but I could go on and on about that and why that is.